Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for this here week 12 projections here in terms of my prediction in terms of how I think this is going to play out. Now, I will admit this year has been crazy in terms of just seeing teams you think are going to win, lose, and it's just so many close games. It's very clear that a lot of these teams are even in terms of talent, and so therefore it really could go either way. There's a lot of games out there that I'm considering that it could be 50-50 games. It's just a matter of who's going to go out there and play the best that given day. But yeah, let's go ahead and dive right into it, guys. And so so we've got the Pittsburgh Steelers, the first game I'll discuss here, on the road at the Cincinnati Bengals. So anytime I think of these two teams, man, it's always high intensity there. But, hey, I mean, usually when it comes down to it, Pittsburgh typically does pretty good against Cincinnati here, although it's always a hard-hitting game. But being in Cincinnati here, I still believe in this Cincinnati team here. I know they're 6-4 right now. They're 2-1 in the division. I think the Cincinnati Bengals find a way to win this game over the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm thinking final score being Cincinnati 27, Pittsburgh 23. Again, this is another game that I think could go either way, but I'm going to rock with the Bengals here and have them win in this one. All right, so next up, you've got the New York Jets on the road at the Houston Texans. To Tyrod Taylor, he seems to be trending in the right direction in terms of just getting back to where he was prior to that injury there. I know they let Phillip Lindsay go. And then you've got for the New York Jets, obviously Zach Wilson and company on the road. He's coming back to the starting lineup there. It seems like all his backups, Mike White, Joe Flacco, they're going to be inactive in this one. So I'm thinking that this game right here will be a good opportunity here for the Houston Texans. And I'm feeling like Houston's going to find a way, somehow, Tyrod's going to find a way to get it done here at home for the Houston Texans. I've got the Texans beating the Jets here. Final score being Houston 22, Jets 13. All right, so next up, a good one right here. You've got the first place Tennessee Titans entering at 8-3 on the road here at the 7-4 New England Patriots, who find themselves at the top of the AFC East. Both of these two teams, they've been doing pretty good. Now, Tennessee did slip up last week against Houston. They just let Adrian Peterson go. And so I think New England being at home here, they definitely want to improve upon their home games. And Bill Belichick understands that once we hit this point in the calendar, this is where things have to start clicking. I think things do click here for the Patriots, and I got the Patriots winning this one. Final score being Patriots 28, Titans. I think the Titans get about maybe – I'm going to go 28-17 in this one, 28-17, Patriots over Titans. All right, so next up, you've got the Chargers on the road here at the Broncos. Teddy Bridgewater and company here. All these receivers for the Broncos, they just got new deals and stuff. But we saw what Justin Herbert looked like, him and Mike Williams finally connecting deep again. Keenan Allen going in beast mode here. I think they can replicate that against this Broncos defense here, and I think the Chargers go out there and have a great game, and they win. Final score being 35 to – I think it's going to be about 35 to, I'm going to say 13, honestly. I think the Broncos – I think the Chargers go out there and really dominate this game, honestly. Next up, you've got the Browns on the road at the Ravens. I'm hearing Lamar Jackson should be back for that one, and that's very important. Obviously, for the Browns, Nick Chubb's out there. We'll see about Kareem Hunt and his status as the week continues to go forth. But obviously, Baker Mayfield, he's going to have a good game here because if he does not, if he thinks he's getting booed at home, wait till the next time they see him after this. I got the Ravens winning this one, final score being Baltimore. I'm going to go 24, Cleveland 17, 24-17, the Ravens over the Browns here. All right, so next one, we've got some Thanksgiving games here. The Raiders on the road at the Cowboys. The Raiders, they have not been looking like the Raiders that we saw at the beginning of the season here. And then Dallas, a couple games they've let slip to the last three there. So they're going to be looking to get things right here down in Dallas. I've got the Cowboys winning this one here, and I think the Cowboys win this one with the final score being Dallas. I'm going to go Dallas 29. I'm going to go Raiders 20, 29-20. All right, and so a game I'm really looking forward to seeing. You've got the Buffalo Bills on the road at the Saints here. That's going to be the final game of the Thanksgiving schedule. They're going to be playing third. And so, obviously, the Saints, they're going to be without Alvin Kamara. They're going to be without Mark Ingram. And so, obviously, Jameis Winston, so I think they're going to ask Taysom Hill to do a lot in this game, but ultimately, it's all said and done. I've got Buffalo winning this one here. Final score being Buffalo 26, Saints, I'm going to say 17, 26-17. Buffalo wins this one. All right, so the Carolina Panthers, Cam Newton and that rejuvenated offense, they lost last week. They want to get back in the win category. You've got Tua. The problem is Tua going against this Carolina defense. I don't necessarily like that matchup there for the Dolphins. I know they picked up Phillip Lindsay there. They really need to get that run game starting, but I don't think it starts this week. I think Carolina wins this one. Final score being Carolina 26, Miami 13. Falcons on the road at the Jacksonville Jaguars here. Man, this one right here, you've got Trevor Lawrence going up against that Falcons defense there. This one right here, I feel could go either way, but I'm going to go ahead and say the final score for this one's going to be, I think that Jacksonville finds a way at home to find some way to win this one. Final score being about 23-20 Jaguars over the Falcons here. All right, so this one right here is going to be a good one, guys. We've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers fresh off of their 20-point victory against the New York Giants on the road at the Indianapolis Coast. The Coast, they've been running the football like crazy with Jonathan Taylor. I mean, he is just taking it to another level here. But ultimately, when it's all said and done, man, I feel like this is an important one right here for the Coast, like very important down in Indianapolis. But I feel like this one really could go either way. It really could go either way. But I think Tom Brady finds some way to get it done. If you're telling me it's going to be a close game, Tom Brady versus Carson Wentz, I'm going to take Tom Brady every time there. Buccaneers win. Final score being Buccaneers 38, Colts. I think the Colts get about 35, 38-35. I think we get a high-scoring game in this one. All right, next up, we've got the Bears versus the Lions. It's going to be the first of this 3-game slate for Thanksgiving there. I know the Bears are going to be without starting quarterback Justin Fields here. No Fields, no problem. I think they still find a way to beat Detroit here. Final score being the Chicago 20, Lions 13. So I'm going to go with the Bears there, winning by a touchdown. Eagles on the road at the Giants here. The Giants just let go Jason Garrett. I like how the Eagles have been playing football as of late. Jalen Hurts, I think he has a big game out there. I'm going to go Eagles win this one. Final score being, 33 to about 13. Yeah, 33-13. Eagles go down there and just destroy the Giants at the Giants. Next up, you've got the Rams on the road at the Packers. Now, the Rams, they've been sliding in the wrong direction here. They're at 7-3. They need to pump the brakes here and slow things down. But Aaron Rodgers, he showed against Minnesota. Even with a fractured toe, he still can go out there and ball, guys. I've got Aaron Rodgers winning this one here. And, yeah, I've got Aaron Rodgers over Aaron Donald in this one. Final score being, I'm going to go Packers score about 28. Rams score, I'm giving them 19, 28-19. Packers over the Rams. So next up, we've got the Minnesota Vikings, and this team is hard to read, honestly. One week they go out there and live up to the potential. The next week, I'm wondering what happened. They are 5-5 for a reason here, but they're going on the road against a San Francisco 49ers team that's also 5-5 right now. This is very important for either one of these teams. If you want to start having those conversations about playoffs and stuff, this is a game you're going to look back on at the end of the year and say, man, I either wish I won that one or I'm glad that I won that one. And being down in San Francisco, from what I'm seeing from them, I love the play call, how they're utilizing their weapons from their backs, receivers, George Kittle. And it's all coming together now offensively. The defense still playing strong here. I just feel like the Vikings have been a little too inconsistent for my liking, although I do love their receiving core, plus Dalvin Cook, but I do think the 49ers find a way to win this one. Final score being 49ers. I think the 49ers win a high-scoring game, 34-31. I think we get a high-scoring game in this one. All right, so the Seahawks against the Washington football team. I mean, we're waiting for the Russell Wilson that we saw prior to him getting hurt. We're waiting to see the Russ that we've all come to know and love here. Him, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett. We're wondering what's going on there. Something tells me that something is brewing there that we just don't know about. They're going to be going on the road here at the Washington football team. The Washington, they've had some pretty good wins as of late. Carolina, Tampa Bay. Will they be able to continue this against the Seattle Seahawks? I'm going to go ahead and say that Washington does win this game. I'm going to go 24-16 here. I just don't think that Russell Wilson is still going to be effective. I think he's going to look like we saw the last couple of weeks here. So I'm going to go ahead and get Washington football team this W here against the Seattle Seahawks. But there you have it, guys. Those are my picks. Again, I do think there's a couple games that could go either way. I could definitely see the Steelers game versus Bengals. I feel like I was almost 50-50 when it came to this one. I could definitely see the Steelers winning that one as well. Of course, I know what the Titans bring to that one, although I'm confident the Patriots will win that one. And just looking through some of these picks here, the Falcons, I think they could potentially win that one on the road against the Jaguars. I've lost a lot of faith in the Rams right now. I really have lost a lot of faith in them. But the Vikings could very well show up and show out in this one as well. So I'll keep an eye out for that one. And, of course, if Russell Wilson returns back to form, then the Seahawks will be in a good spot. But there you guys have it. Those are my picks. But I want to hear from you guys. What are your guys' selections here in terms of who you got winning? Definitely let me know, as I'll be looking forward to seeing what you guys have to say. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Be sure to leave a thumbs up. And if you're somebody that's new watching for the first time and maybe you're not subscribed, do consider subscribing to the channel. Really appreciate you guys and all the support. And take care and see you guys next time.